Hi Leo, welcome to your week ahead Taroscope with me, Raphael from Reydiant Reality. It's an absolute pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for joining me. If you haven't already, please don't forget to like, share, and if you should so choose and it resonates, hit that subscribe button. If you are already a continued, you know I love you for it. With that said, if you would like to book a personal reading with me, you can do so on the website addressed below. And before we start, as always, I would like to bless my deck of cards with all forms of love, light, peace, prosperity, and abundance. And I pray that the messages that come through are ultimately clear and concise, and they help us on our paths to our highest vibrational good. So this week, for the key to the week, we have the Fool card, right? So this is a new dynamic energy. The Fool card always brings something new into your life. It's very often, and with all of these sectors, it kind of says that something new is entering your life. You're entering into a new phase this week, a new phase of pretty much everything. Now, I actually feel like this week for Leos, the Fool card is actually going to bring you a specific person. This is very likely to be a connection. Doesn't have to be personal. It can be professional. It can be platonic. This is just somebody new this week is going to show up, and I actually feel like it is a specific person. So pay attention to that. For our actions and actions and options, we have the Tower card. So this is about us breaking the mold. This is about us going in a completely different, a totally new direction. Now, remember, this week on the 5th of June, there is a lunar eclipse. And I know exactly what this relates to for me. The advice that I gave everybody in the weekly general, if you haven't seen it, check it out. I think you're gonna like it. The advice that I gave everybody was to go in a different direction or do something completely new. This is about breaking out of the box. So look at this. You've got the Fool card, which is that new things, new places, new people energy, and the Tower card. These are kind of like opposite sides of the same sort of energy. Now, the Tower card is about shocking, new, rebellious ways of doing things. And it does look like this week, Leo, you are going to upset the apple cart. You're doing this consciously. It's by choice, by decision, and also by design. There's something this week that you are either ready to reveal, something that you're ready to divulge, something that it's kind of like you're ripping off the, for the big reveal, like, hello, Mama Roo. Right, this week there's something about your energy that is kind of saying, right, I'm going to be fast, I'm going to be dynamic, and I'm breaking out of the box. Whatever it is that I was doing before, the way that I've shown up previously is no longer the way that I'm going to show up. Whatever you're doing this week, whatever you're releasing this week, it's definitely going to break the mold or the way that people view you or see you. It may even see you, maybe this could be a week where you're going viral in some way, shape or form. It's definitely a possibility. Just make sure it's for all the right reasons and not for having your pants around your ankles. Okay, so let's have a look. See, for our communications and conversations, we have the Two of Swords. Pay attention to your intuitive, pay attention to your intuition when you're having conversations this week. And actually, look at this, right? Whatever it is that you're doing that is completely taking you in a different direction, your Two of Swords here for your communications kind of says that whatever it is that you're doing, however it is that it's almost like you're throwing yourself or throwing a net out into the world. Whatever it's going to bring back for you is very likely to be some sort of connection, some sort of collaboration. There is somebody, I don't know why, and there's no court card here to say, but there is something this week that really feels like the Fool card is bringing a new person into your life. This is somebody that's going to be really beneficial for you. But the thing is, your Two of Swords is also about opposition, right? Or sometimes it's about making cuts or letting something go. This week it does look like you are choosing to go in a different direction, not just because you're stepping out in a big sort of way, and maybe doing some sort of grand reveal. That Two of Swords is also saying, whatever your intuition tells you about what you should be sharing or the way that you should be going, or whoever it is that's coming in, this is, trust your gut instinct and your gut feelings. For your money and materials, you've got the Nine of Cups. So however it is that you're breaking the mold or stepping out into a different direction this week, this is what kind of puts you on, and it has the desired result, it has the desired effect. If you are launching a product this week, if you are sharing something with the world this week, if you are, and especially if it has something to do with your work, with your job, with your profession, whatever it is that you kind of put out there, especially if it is a completely different vein or a different sort of lane that you're stepping into, it goes very well for you. The Nine of Cups is, you know, ultimate wish fulfillment, and the fact that it's underneath the Tower card, you know what I'm going to say to you, for all of you, go and play the lotto. You know, maybe put £5 on a horse or whatever. You know, don't bet the bank or the, you know, the home or the, you know, oh look, yeah, I just put the car and the house and the mortgage and the kids you know, on the 12 o'clock boxing fight. You know, obviously within reason or whatever, but this is a great week for you to take what I would call a calculated risk, and it does look like in a lot of ways you're stepping out in a completely different way. When it comes to your money and materials, there is a chance for you this week to get ahead in a really big way, in a really big dynamic way, and I actually feel like you're going to be very surprised at what the results are for you over the course of this week. You know, just this first week, right? This is a big stuff. Consider as well, if you haven't seen it, please check out the monthly reading for Leo. It was mind-blowing, so I'm really intrigued to see what this is for the love and relations. So for a lot of you Leos, there is somebody new coming into your life, and this is very likely to be on a personal level. Now, it's not going to be this for everybody, you know, especially if you've already got a partner. If you are in that kind of energy, if you're seeking somebody, and maybe even if you're not seeking somebody, this could be a week where you end up connecting with somebody completely out of the blue, right? Maybe somebody online, maybe on a dating app. Maybe it's just somebody that is a friend of a friend on Facebook, and you guys end up chatting and you completely hit it off. Now, obviously, Two of Swords is there, so use your discernment, you know, to make sure that this person is actually real and those pictures belong to them. In a time like this, if somebody's telling you that they can't video chat you, they are catfish. I said what I said, and if you're gullible enough to fall for that, then I don't know what's wrong with you, right? In these current times, if someone's telling you I can't video chat you, or, you know, I can't send you a picture or whatever, honey, they are catfish. Run for your life. For those of you that are partnered, this bodes very well, because it means that you and your partner are feeling, you know, you're feeling that fire, that frisky sort of energy, and you're feeling it together. This could be a very sexually dynamic week for you guys. It could be a week where you're, you know, saying, you know what, let's spice things up, let's go in a little bit of a different direction, you know. And your partner is probably thinking, wow, you just read my mind. Like, you'll be very intuitive when it comes, you know, those of you that are partnered, when it comes to the bedroom, you guys will just read each other. This could be a great week for your sex life and your sensuality. For your familial ties, in the wider sense, this really does feel like there's some great news coming in. If there's somebody in your family that's been on a healing journey as well, this could be where you get some really good news about it. But there's a new start for relationships for Leos this week, and I feel like for a lot of you, especially those of you that are single, this person's going to come completely out of the blue, and it will just be like, wow, you know what, they kind of have everything that I would have asked for if I was going to ask for a partner. But you've been so busy with everything else that you haven't had time to even think about that, and then lo and behold, somebody turns up and just seems to have all of those traits. Remember, there's a lot of retrograde energy at the moment, so just, you know, obviously be a bit more discerning than you would usually. But, you know, if it's just about fun and, you know, whatever is right for you now, enjoy it while it lasts, right? There's nothing wrong with that. So with that said, I wish you an abundance of all of that good stuff. Have a fantastic week. Let me know in the comments how it shapes up. Take care. I'll see you soon.